Owusubempah, I don't know first time I'm already visit over 80 subscriber to so.
Look, people claim sometimes create the impression that is very unfair to the IMF. They create the impression as though the IMF thinks that what we are doing is wrong. This is what the IMF said at paragraph 32 of their staff reports. They actually commended us. This is what they said. Very important. The BOG has significantly strengthened its reserve buffers. The scaling up of the domestic good purchase program has allowed the BOG to miss its program reserve accumulation objectives, reaching the 2028 reserve coverage target in 2025. This is IMF. But however, they come to paragraph 36 and says that the program poses risk to the financial sustainability of the BOG because for the IMF, as a central bank, being the last bank of resort, they don't want this cost to negatively impact the books of the central bank. So they think that fiscal authorities must come in. And that conversation is ongoing. Of course, the Minister for Finance must also find a space for that in the budget. So that is all there is. When you hear people talk, Oppong Nkrumah, somebody has made a loss of $240 million. He could have built 12 Agenda 11 hospitals.
Correct.
Then you ask them, how much losses did you make under that same program? How much? They can put that table too on the screen for viewers to see. I have given you this is from the Bank of Ghana, all G4R losses since its inception. Am I equalizing to score political points? No. Am I comparing losses? No. I am exposing the duplicity and hypocrisy of a group of people who know that G4R is not for profit and yet are kicking the fuss about losses. People who themselves made more losses. So let's calculate how many hospitals their losses could have built. In 2022, they only bought 76 kg of gold. They made a loss of 74 million cedis. In 2023, they bought only 24.8 tons of gold. They made a loss of 2.1 billion cedis. In 2024, they bought only 45.3 tons of gold. They made a loss of 4.8 billion only last year. 4.8 billion. So Oppong Nkrumah, tell us how many Agenda 111 hospitals your loss in 2024, which is 4.8 billion, could have built. 2025, we have bought higher volumes, 103 from 45, more than double. Look at the value, more than times 3, from $3.1 billion to $10.8 billion. And we are saying our loss will be determined, our cost will be determined after audit. But let's assume your $300 million is correct. That is $3 billion. Is that not a reduction despite higher volumes, despite higher prices? If you bought 103 tons like we have done and brought in $10.8 billion, you would have made maybe times 10 the losses you posted last year. So please, we are saying that let's approach the discussion from a position of objectivity. What the Johnson Esiaman-led BOG has done, and I don't like to give myself plaudits, you understand? But what they have done is something worth commending. They have done what in 8 years? What somebody did in 8 years, they have done it in 1 year.
Yeah.
And everybody can feel the benefit. Taxpayers have been saved money, right. Cost of living has come down, living conditions have improved. And then you see people saying somebody has made this loss.
Thank you very much.
Obviously, there will be shortfalls based on our trading model. So how will the shortfalls are financed through foreign reserves? Any trading shortfalls that arise as a result of policy cost is financed through the same reserve. And the key thing here is that after we finance the shortfalls, the reserve has increased from $8.9 billion as of December 2024 to over $13 billion as of December 2025. The reserves didn't go down after we financed the trading shortfalls. It rather went up exponentially. Then he says that if we buy gold with high-powered money, it will lead to inflation, so there will be high sterilization costs. Sterilization cost will even be higher if you don't attain FX market stability. That is trite. Again, you must know that when the Bank of Ghana uses high power under the MPP, they say
you should be concluding.
Oh, Charlie, you are making me rush through very important matters that your viewers expect a duty bearer like me.
Substantive issues have been canvassed over 1 hour. Substantive issues have been canvassed over 1 hour.
Then he says that we have pre-committed. He says that he doesn't know whether we have pre-commitments with off-takers. We don't have pre-commitments with off-takers because we don't take advances. You wrote on your your X page that we have only one main off-taker, that is BOG, or one or two. You said 2 or 3.
I didn't say that.
We have 7. Under the MPP, there was only one off-taker called Alpha Stream. One off-taker. You didn't write anything about Alpha Stream. Let me finish. Let me finish. Alpha Stream was selling to Stonex, who didn't even have a contract with the BOG.
I was the first person to talk about Alpha Stream.
The Dr. Siama-led BOG has introduced 7 off-takers. They are Vintage Bullion, they are Gold Saddle, they are Well Gold, they are Sovereign Pinnacle, and all that.
All of them are published on my site.
Again, you say that a large-scale gold is also bringing dollars. Who has said large-scale gold is not bringing dollars? But we are saying that for the first time in the history of Ghana, the small scale sector, because of the good work done by Gold Board, has beaten the large scale sector. Whereas as at 24th December 2024, large scale gold sector had brought in FX to the tune of $9.2 billion. Small scale has brought in $10.8 billion. First time in history. Then you say that, why should we give all the CD stability credit to the Gold Board? Whoever said that Gold Board should be given all the credit? Nobody has said so. But you told Senor that if policy makers and government officials tell you that subsidies are good, then it means subsidies are good. Well, the finance minister says that Gold Board is the single most critical intervention that has led to the stability of the cedi. The Bank of Ghana says so. The IMF has said so. So why do you want us not to believe the finance minister, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, the IMF, and believe Bryce Simmons?
Thank you.
Now to Kabiru, I'll do that in 5 minutes, and I promise you that. Number one, I'm rushing through. When I'm done, I'm done. You've spoken over 30 minutes, so let me finish. Kabiru sits here, they don't do basic checks, and they come and sit on radio and embarrass themselves. He says that this issue about Bawa Rock has come up because Sammy Gyamfi and Gold Board didn't comply with Section 42 by publishing contracts and whatever. If you have been doing research, you would have known that immediately we awarded Bawa Rock a license, we published it on our website. Go and check. Then he says that
contract is different from license.
You see something, this guy.
Contract is different.
Please, for those of you watching, let's give you proper legal company law education. A company, please, when you were speaking, I didn't interject you once. Bawa Rock was registered on 14th January 2025. This is a certificate. 2015, this is it.
Yeah.
Bawa Rock then changed its name from Bawa Rock Limited to Bawa Rock Company Limited on 20th day of November 2023.
Correct.
This is it. A change of name is not the same as change of objects. Please don't embarrass yourself. Because Oppong Nkrumah goes to do a presser, runs away from newsfile, sends you, and you come and embarrass yourself about things you don't know. Now let's come. Then he says that Bawa Rock has been given a monopoly even though Gold Board was supposed to be a state monopoly. You didn't read in the Gold Board Act that the Gold Board, even though it's a state monopoly, the sole buyer and seller of all gold, the Gold Board is supposed to exercise that power through its licensed buyers. Don't you know that? Or you read that because Gold Board is a monopoly, then Gold Board itself as a state agency will nationalize gold trading, set up offices and buy all gold, and take out all private licensees out.
Thank you, Sammy.
You don't understand? I'm wrapping up. Then he says that the losses I spoke about are fake.
That's substantial.
I'm giving you my chat with somebody that I will not mention.
Okay.
In fact, I can mention. I think I have it. I'm mentioning that this is from the governor. This is from the governor of the central bank.
We document. We document.
Hold on. You don't even know simple things. You don't even know the difference between the change of name.
The page number you took us to spoke about the gold for oil.
Yes,
not for the gold for reserves. And gave figures that are not the same as the gold.
Whose number is this? Samson.
It's not true. Samson, it's not true. I have the report.
Right?
I have the report.
These are the losses. Please.
It's not right.
This is from the governor.
Yes.
Okay.
2023 losses. G4O, gold for oil, 1.1 billion cedis. Gold for reserve, 973 million. Total.
So they are separate.
2.15 billion. They are all under G4R.
Okay.
then you come to, they are all under domestic gold purchase program. Yes. Then you come to 2024 losses. G for O, gold for oil, 667.7 million cedis. Gold for reserves, 4.1 billion.
All right.
And you are here. Okay. You
hold on.
You are supposed to know these basic things.
Sammy, don't.
And then finally, I'm not attacking them. I'm only expressing surprise.
No.
Expressing surprise. You see, he says that he checked our financials and 60%.
I'll come back to you. I'm coming to say.
He says that 60% of our fees come from the BOG. So we are bleeding the BOG. Where was 60% of the fees of PMMC coming from? When we took office, PMMC had a 2023 good purchase agreement with BOG. The fees that PMMC under you, NPP, were receiving is the same fees Gold Board has received without even an increment of 1 cedi. You don't know this? You don't know this? And you're on news file embarrassing yourself. And you're talking you're talking about the fact that an auction is opaque.
Thank you.
I will not even waste my time on these people. I will not banter.
It's okay. Hold on. Sammy, you have done 15, 16 minutes extra.
Who said that to review a policy means to cancel it?
Hold on.
I will not banter with that. It tells you how they think. To review a policy means to cancel it.
And once again.
Obetime de wade nkyere aba e wo comment section honom. Na no first time e ma wura bi se obeyite subscribe button no so. Makramo